What's up, RBI family? I hope everybody's doing well, staying healthy and strong. This is Coach G coming at you with Good Fight Fitness, and I just want to give you guys a few things, you guys and you girls at home. I know you're getting prepared for the summer season right now. Just a few things you can do at home to stay strong, to stay fit, and to stay mobile in preparation for your season coming up. So, a couple things for your rotator cuffs, for your hips, all the things that we as baseball players need to make sure we stay loose, stay mobile. I'm going to give you some exercises for that. So check this out. First thing that you want to do to keep your shoulders nice and warm is just some shoulder rotation. So some small little shoulder circles. Just things to get those rotator cuffs nice and warm. You can start out with small circles. You get about 20 of them going forward. You get 20 of them going back, and then you repeat, but you make your circles just a little bit bigger, okay? Gets those rotator cuffs nice and warm. Keeps your shoulder girdle nice and warm and loose, okay? So before you start throwing or, playing long toss or any of that, make sure those shoulders are nice and warm. Secondly, if you want to get your core involved, get down in your low plank position here, and you can do what we call swimmer plank. So swimmer plank, you get that arm nice and long, you bring it all the way around the body. Try to keep it as close as you can to your side, and you're gonna go around. Same thing here. You can get 10 on each side going forward, and then get 10 on each side going back. So try to keep your abs nice and tight, keep your hips from dropping or your back from arching so you're flat. Your belly button's tucked in, you're engaging that core, getting those abs, but you're also getting your shoulders nice and warm and getting a big long extension so that when you go to start throwing, you're good, you're warm. As far as your hips are concerned, crucial, when you're fielding a ball, you're getting nice and low, you gotta have loose hips to be able to field and come up. You have tight hips, you're not gonna be a real fast runner. It's gonna restrict your range of motion on your running, as well as your fielding, being able to get down and come up. So for getting those hips nice and warm, keeping your hip flexors warm, your abductors were outside of the hip, adductors inside of the hip. Real good exercise for mobility is hurdle stretches. So getting that knee and foot to come outside of your hand. Hands are right below your chest. Here, letting that back hip flexor stretch, and you'll rotate. You'll do some hurdle stretches with a rotation. As you rotate, try to make sure you keep your eyes on your hand. You got your hip flexor here. My foot is in line with my knee. Everything's in line. And I rotate, keeping my eyes on my hand, my knee in line with my hip. Get that big stretch in the abductors outside of the hips, as well as your hip flexor, which is right there on the top and the anterior, the front part of your hip. Okay? So really good mobility drills to do. You've got shoulder circles. You've got your plank, low plank swimmers, and you've got your hurdle stretches with your rotation. 3 things you can do every day to stay nice, to stay loose, to stay warm, and it will directly relate to what you're going to be doing when you're out there in that field. All right? Go get them, RBI.